Morning guys, welcome back to the farm. It is a nice cool morning here. It's about, I don't know, 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit or so. So nice morning, a little bit of wind. Hopefully it doesn't come up too much more, because that's not much fun for filming. But anyway, just up here getting the cows this morning, and gonna chop a little bit of silage today. We got one field left down that we want to put in the smaller silo before we start feeding out of it. Right now we're still feeding out of it like I showed in the last video, or feeding silage like I showed in the last video, where we're feeding directly into the cart. So we'll put this last field in the silo, then convert it back to load out and start feeding like we normally do. So got a few other things to get out of the way first, like milking the cows obviously, but yeah, we'll get out of here. Alright, so we're over here, we're gonna chop silage today. This is the last piece we have, like I mentioned earlier this morning, to go in the small silo. This piece is only probably about 2 acres or so. It's just a small field, so it's kind of hard to make a whole meal out of the video, I guess. You know, we're not gonna be chopping all day trying to get it done. I mean, it's just 2 acres. So anyway, the first thing I gotta do obviously is rake it. I got the 135 here. That's actually the corn. You can see off in the distance. I'll show you guys that in a second. But yeah, I mowed this here Sunday afternoon, and it's now Tuesday, so it's ready to go in. And I just got to double up the windrows and rake it up. So here's the corn growing into the plastic. It's just getting ready to poke through. And you can feel, you can't obviously, but under the plastic you feel a big difference in the warmth between, you know, the outside air and under there. It just acts like a greenhouse. So the corn is growing pretty good. In places it's starting to poke through, just where there's weak spots in the plastic, I guess, more than anything. But you know, it'll grow under the plastic for a little while yet, and you know, then it'll really poke through. But it's growing pretty good. I've been catching a lot of heat lately, I guess. I have an older video on rock raking, of all things, and some of the leftover plastic was getting wrapped around in the drum on it. And yeah, I've been catching a fair bit of heat over that, about the plastic and the soil, and no plastic is biodegradable and blah blah blah. And, I don't know, it's just silly. Like, we don't want to plant corn under plastic. It's not really something that we look to do. I mean, it's an added cost on top, you know, for one thing, and it's a pain in the ass. So I mean, it's not really something that we do because we enjoy it or anything like that. It's just kind of a necessary evil. We're always trying to push and try to grow the corn without plastic, and we're hoping to get to that point. But I mean, for now it helps the corn grow, and it's just something that needs to be done, basically. So I mean, it is what it is. You know, I say that a lot, I guess, but I mean, there's not much else we can do. You know, it's an added expense that we don't really need. It takes a specialized planter that we don't really want, and it's a pain in the ass trying to plant it. So yeah, we don't really want to plant under plastic. It's not something that we want. But anyway, I just figured I'd say that. Not that any of the trolls that are watching that video are going to come watch this one, but anyway, I gotta get the rake in this field. Overall, that went like a solid medium good. The field raked up fine, that wasn't the issue, but I was kind of hoping the drone would stay up there a little longer. I turned it on, it said it only had 55% battery. We'll get to the next thing, chopping, I guess. Well, I guess we'll go grab that new wagon and blow what's left on that from yesterday off. We were feeding it to the cows. So, let's do that. Well, apparently the first thing we gotta do is fill up the inoculant tank. Or I'll fill it, but put some in it. Getting air there. Well, it's always a ball of fun going up the silo and dealing with that. A little dry, so kind of gets everywhere. I gotta grab a quick shower and move on, I guess. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. I'm sure we'll be doing more silage. Moving on to the big silo now. Later, guys.